Hi all of you, I hope you guys are doing great. So in this video I will show you that how you can create this burger menu icon with this animation. So if you really want to learn how you can do it, how you can create it with the help of CSS, HTML and a little bit of JavaScript, so make sure you watch this video till the end. So to start this tutorial, let me just first clear this all the codes and let me write it with you so you can follow me along with this tutorial. So let me first generate the boilerplates. I have given the exclamation mark and I have hit the tab. So the code editor which I'm using is Visual Code Studio, and as you can see that I have given the exclamation mark and hit the tab and I got this boilerplate. So this is the power of Visual Code Studio. So if you are not using Visual Code Studio, I must recommend you to use it because they have emit feature. If you want to write something, it will give you auto suggestion which help you and increase your coding speed. So with that said, let's start the coding. So let me change the title to menu, and here I will take the style tag because I'm going to write all my CSS in this DOM, HTML DOM. I'm not going to include any external CSS file. I'm just going to write all the codes right in this DOM. So I will take the CSS tag, style tag, and I will also take the script tag. In this I'm going to write my JavaScript. So let's start creating the very first thing I will do, I will create a class with the name of container. So I will say div dot container container, and this is the container. Inside this container I'm going to create 3 different classes to have the burger style. So what I will say, div dot bar 1 tab, and I'm going to replicate this 2 times, and I'm going to change the number to 3, and this is going to be 2 because we have to have the styling like burger icon. So we are done with the HTML. Now let's move to the CSS. So first thing I have to do is first I have to assign the properties on the container. So I will tag the container and this, and I will say that display block cursor pointer. And now let's come to the classes. So I'm going to target all the classes together. So to do that I have to say bar 1, I will give this comma, I will take br bar 2 comma, and I will say br bar 3. I have to give this dot and come back, and I'm targeting all the class together. It's totally up to you that you can target individually, but why we should write the same code over and over again for individually. So here I'm targeting all the classes together. So first thing I have to do, I have to assign the width to the each of these classes, each of these divs. So I will say that width is going to be like, let's say 35 pixels, and height is going to be 5 pixels. Background color is going to be black, and let's save it and reload the page and let's see how it's look in the browser. So let's come here. As you can see, we got the black box. I need to provide the margin from top and bottom is going to be 6 pixels and 0% left and right. So we will get this icon styling. Now let's come here and let's bring that burger icon into middle. So for that I have to say top is going to be like 50%, is going to be 50%, is going to be 50%, and left is going to be 50%. Transform and translate is going to be minus 50%, and let's save it. As you can see, the icon got disappear because we haven't assigned the position property. So I'm going to say position is going to be absolute, so it will come in the middle. As you can see, we have in the middle right now. So now I'm going to create a class which I'm going to trigger with the help of JavaScript to get that animation effect. So I'll give a name is change, and I'm going to target the very first div, bar 1. I will say dot bar 1, and I'm going to target this one. So I'm going to use the transform property to get that animation. So I will say transform rotates 45 degree, and I'm going to use the translate property. Translate is going to be minus 9 pixels, or is going to be 8 pixels. So to get the transition effect I have to provide the transform, and transform is going to be around 0.4s. We're done with this transform. We have provided this animations effects. Now let's come to this here, and for the second div, this bar 2, I'm going to I'm going to make the opacity to 0, so I will trigger in this way, dot change bar 2 is going to be opacity is going to be a 0, so we will not have this middle bar will get disappear when we click on this icon. Now let me copy this for sections, and because the same code I have to apply here, so let's copy it very quickly and let's paste it. And this time I'm going to assign the negative here, and here I'm going to assign the positive, and here I will just try to decrease it to 8 minus, and this one is going to be a minus, so you will have this effect. So to get that animations, all I have to do now we are done with the CSS pass. To get that animation working, whatever animation codes we have written here, we have to write a JavaScript function. So let's start working on it. Let me format my document, and I'm going to add a function by the name my function. So this is the function name which I'm using, and inside the function I will say, for example, I'm say Daulat, and in this I'm going to add the class list. This is the class list which we have created on this clickable icon. So I will create this parenthesis and I will say Daulat dot cls class lis list dot toggle ggle toggle. And this, by the way, so don't be confused, you can easily search a Google, or you can easily download this entire HTML document and you can check from here and do the basic modification to understand this code. And here I have to pass the class name which I have created by the name dot change. So I will give the parenthesis and this comma, and I will write change. I will give the comment and I will save it, and I will provide and I will trigger this container. So here I will add my function on click. I will call my function my function, and here I'm going to use this property of JavaScript. So when I will click on this, it will just activate this classes which we have written. So let me save it. Let me show you. We have got something. Let me see, I have done something. So finally we have got the animation, but I have to check my code that what is the problem here. So here I have done two mistakes. Instead of transform, I have to write transition. So let me just simply remove this one. So these are the mistakes you commit very oftenly, so make sure you always review your code. Transition, so this is the transition effect we want to get. And here I have done one mistake. I have increased the value of this, so I will do the 6, and if I save, now you will see that it's working perfectly. Again, something's wrong here. Let me check. So now we got this smooth effect, and here I have to do one more changes to this 3 because I have to target the third div. So the third one will go up and the first one will come down. So this is how we can create this animation icon, menu icon. So that's it in this video. This is a very normal tutorial where I have explained you everything, that how you can create this animated menu icon. So I hope you have liked this tutorial. In this tutorial we have learned that how we can use this property to bring this element into the middle, and how we can use this transition effect, rotation properties. So as you can see, if I click on this, it's coming downward. So what if I will just remove this minus icon, I will save. As you can see, it will go up, both will go up. If I give this minus, so the last div will come down. This is how. So this is how you can do the changes. If I increase the value of this, you will see what will happen. If I click on this, it will go somewhere else. So this is how you can simply use this, and it's amazing. You have to do the experiment from your end. If you do the experiment, then you can able to learn. Otherwise, watching this tutorial not going to help you at all. Just do the practice, download the source code, and just import into your Visual Code Studio, or no matter which code editor you use. Just do the editing, check the values and properties, so it will make you more understand. So you can easily download this code from Daulat Hussain HTML course. Just simply type in the website Google, and you will download it, and you will come to this article. From there you can easily download it. That's it in this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.